Alright folks, we're going down the John Smith Trail. We're going to check out some good sights along the trail along the river. Station camp is buried. Elijah Smith. Nancy's over in no business. They had a daughter named Sarah that married Samuel. He was a Smith from a different bunch. They had a son named John Hawk Smith, lived up on top of this hill. Hawk Smith had a son named Alfred. Alfred lived on top of Grand Gap on the backside. And he had a son died young. Little Archie Smith buried in the single grave on the Grand Gap Trail. We're going to go down here and look at some scenery and some waterfalls, an old grave. Hope you enjoy it. Alrighty, we got down to the bottom. You can go that direction to Station Camp, to the road and picnic area. Go to Angel Falls and on to Leatherwood. I want to thank a gentleman by the name of Steve Perkins. He gives us a tremendous amount of information, names and locations of old homes. He has deep roots to this area. Dad was born on the ridge right behind us, so thanks Steve for taking what would be a really good hike and make it a great hike, because you know some of the history behind the characters and makes the hike that much more meaningful. This is the grave of one-day-old child Walter Smith. He was the child of Ancy and Ovie Smith. They lived a couple miles downriver up on the hill. According to Steve, Hawk and Polly had twins buried here as well, and some Fosters may be here as well. Appears though that it's right on the edge. Maybe part of the cemetery over the time has eroded away. Another example is these backcountry graves are just giving it up to time and deterioration, that type thing. Alright, this is a Bill Branch. It's named after Bill Smith. Hard to figure some of the mythology of naming these things. Some are named after first name, some last. Burke's Branch. This is Bill Branch. Some are named after locations like No Business and Station Camp. We're going to head up Bill and look for a waterfall. Alright, across the other way is the old robot head. This was a prank from probably 8-10 years ago. Used to be attached to a body, but looks like it's beheaded. But the old head is still on the other side of Bill Branch. Whoever hauled this thing down, you did a good job. It's Popped up about 8-10 years ago in some people's videos. Got off trail right above the river and we found something tremendously fascinating. No doubt up on this hill, probably collapsed or covered right there, was a coal mine. And you got the rail taking the carts out along this ridge. Very fascinating. More of what appeared to be a way to haul the coal out. More rail right in front of us. Probably got down to the end of this road and dumped it onto wagons, I guess. Hard to say. This place is covered in coal mines, gas wells, you name it. I think you're having a bad day. At least you didn't lose your shoe. And here's a picture of the track, both rails. Lots of pieces of coal right here, so more of the rail. So, pretty evident the mine was right there and it's collapsed or been covered up. We were just at the grave of little Walter Smith, who was the one-day-old child of Ancy and Ovie Smith. They lived on top right in this area, and he was killed in a coal mine, and we just found the remnants of an old mine. Can't say for certainty that was where he worked or not. Alrighty folks, I'm going to start heading back. My buddies are going to go up and try to find Blevins Falls, but I got to get back, so I'm leaving here right by the rapids. Had a great day. Thankful for Jim and Melinda showing me approximately where John Hawk Smith lived. Little grave of Walter Smith, the son of Nancy and Ovie Smith. Tremendous waterfalls, big branch, just a scenic little area. And then we stumbled upon an old mine and remnants of a rail system that hauled the coal out to the road that parallels the river. Nancy Smith died in a coal mining accident, and lived above there, so I don't know, no way of knowing if that's the place or not, but still evident of a mining operation. So I'm going to head back to the car, parked at the John Smith parking area, and hope you've enjoyed it. This has been a tremendous trip. Again, thanks to Steve Perkins for making some of these places come to life, knowing that Bill Branch is named after Bill Smith, who Walter Smith was. Stay on this trail, you get back to Leatherwood. Interesting story that Steve told of a man that owned that land. His name was Ledgerwood. Did it possibly over time migrate from Ledgerwood to Leatherwood? Again, just another fascinating story. Hope you've enjoyed this. I really have. It's been a great hiking day for me. We'll talk to you later.